Well, good morning everybody, and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. I'm back in my own greenhouse now, where I've plenty of room to move around and plenty of places to move one plant from here into there, and it's nice to be able to just breathe in here, you know, without bumping my head on things hanging from the ceiling and everything. So here we are anyhow, and what I've got to do today is just clean up some plants, that's all. Phragmipedium in front of you, looks like there's a nice growth on it, but the old growth is gone yellow. So what I'll be doing, I'll remove it from the pot, have a look at the roots, and remove that old growth. The noise you can hear is the heater blowing, so it's quite cold in here. It was about 13 degrees centigrade when I came in, but now I've turned the heater up to around about 20. So it'll keep knocking off and on while I'm in here. We'll just take this out of its pot, have a good look at it. It's one of the, what do you call them? Not the cuttings, you know what I mean, off a larger plant. God, my mind's going these days. It's a division, that's it, that's a larger plant. Looks like it's ready for some new bark as well. So we'll just take all that off. You see it's growing down, so we'll see what it's like. I'll clean that up and then I'll come back to you. Well, I've cleaned it up and here's the roots. I've taken a few bad roots off, and here's the thing I'm going to take off. And I'm not going to pull it off, I'm just going to snip it off right down at the bottom there. I think you'll find out, instead of it being nice and green inside, it'll be a little bit grey. There you are. Virtually dead wood. So what I'll do, I'll put a drop of dragon's blood onto that when I'm ready. So we'll just have a look and clean it up. Have a look at the new growths. Nice new growth there. One coming up there. We'll not remove that yet because it's still hard. Just move this that bad leaf there, you know, chances any bugs in it, we'll have a good look. So that's about that for that one. I'll just put some dragon's blood on top of there. See where I've cut it before from there. Dragon's blood just goes like a piece of wood, and it's got a real big rhizome on this one. It comes right down to here, you know, from here right down here, and it's solid wood, that. So we'll just do that now, put some dragon's blood on it and get it repotting up. Well, here we are. I'll put that dragon's blood on there, just a drop, and I'll leave it for a bit and that'll seal it, and then we'll pot it up, which should be alright for another couple of years. Well, I've got rid of the old bark, so I've got some new bark in front of you there with a handful of grow stones, and that's what I'll be using. So I'll just pot it up now and put the label back in, and that's that, as I say, for another couple of years, or 12 months probably. There we are, we'll just mix this up. Put a layer in to the right depth. Bit too much there. Notice how these roots are growing nice and downwards in these deep pots instead of going round and round. That's fine. And we'll just fill it up. We've seen all this repotting before, so I've done it many times. And I do apologise you if you hear quite a little bit of sniffling. It's this rhinitis of mine that can't stop your nose running with it. I don't know where it all comes from. Don't mind if I cover one or two quite new growths up because they'll force their way through the top, force their way to the light. Give it a good tapping, make sure you've covered all the spaces up inside, and I think that'll do nicely. I'll put a little bit more around here. That's lovely. Put the label in, and that's one ready for watering. So that's one I've done. Here's another one with a couple of yellow leaves on, so I'll do exactly the same to that. I do like my plants to look tidy, as you've gathered by now. So and I do like taking them out of the pots when I do it. So then I can have a look at the roots, and if the compost is all right, I reuse it. So we'll take that out of the pot. Yeah, the medium looks fine on this. The roots don't look too bad. There's plenty of new growing tips on them, and plenty of new growths, as I'll show you in a minute. So we'll get rid of these leaves. There's one. Oh no, there's only one. I thought there was a couple. Oh well. It needed doing anyhow. Well, here are the roots looking very good, very nice. Nice new growing tips on them, and two nice new growths coming up there. So very pleased with this. It's doing quite well. Phragmipedium Humboldtii used to be called Phragmipedium Poppawii, which is virtually the same thing. Yep, I think they're all called Humboldtii now. So we'll pot this one up. The bark was all right that it came out of, and the plant's once again cleaned up. So I'm happy with that one. So I'll just pot it up now and put it on one side. Well, that one's potted up now. So and you must admit they do look better, don't they, with all the dead and the yellow leaves taken off. So that's what I like to do with all of them. I can see one over there that really needs doing. This is the one that really needed doing. It's the Phragmipedium Andean Fire, but I'm a bit loath to do it yet, and I'll show you why. Well, as you can see at this side of the plant, the back end where it's growing from, there's quite a few new growths which are very, very nice and very, very clean and green. And the part that I saw that needed cleaning up was the front part of the plant, or rather the back part of the plant now, where it's been flowering from 3 times. You can see 1, 2, 3. They flower from 3 times. The leaves are just about going off green to yellow, which means that the new growths are taking goodness away from the old plants, which is a natural occurrence of plants. Helps the young ones to grow strong and kills the old plants off. So I'm going to leave that for a while. Well, I'll just flush those 2 I've just done through. We'll have a look at the RO water first, see what it measures at. Yeah, that's fine. 1 part per million. Just 1 part per million. And the temperature of the water is 23 degrees. A little bit warm for Phragmipedium, so I'll put some cold water in there to cool it down. Then we'll flush them through and we'll test the runoff water. Oh, I forgot. The one I repotted in new bark needs a spoonful of fish blood and boron. Well, we'll just flush this Humboldti eye. Got the water down now to about 16 degrees with some cold water in. So we'll see what the runoff is of this. Now that's the one that's had fish blood and bone in at the beginning of the year, or the back end of October. So we'll see what that is. That's gone up to 8 parts per million. So we'll just do the other one, which I've just put some fish blood and bone on top, so I'm expecting this to go a little bit higher. It's a slow release fertilizer, so it might not make that much difference. Maybe 5 or 10 parts per million, something like that. Right, that's that one. And we'll just check the water on that one. Yeah, that's flushed quite a bit out because it's on 396. So it's a bit washed through as that. But it's still fine, there'll still be enough in the pot to keep the Phragmipedium going. And here's one with really bad leaves on it from the dying off growths, and I think I can cut one of the old fans off on this one, leave the other old fan on which has flowered before, and the leaves are green still on that, but I'll take this out of the pot and remove the old one. Well, that's the Fritz Schomburg now dressed up and cleaned up and looking very good, and I've positioned it so the new growths are pointing straight up and the old growth is on its side, so that'll be fine. You notice I've just dressed the trough with some Orchiata seedling bark, which I don't know why, but it seems to help them. Maybe it's the calcium in the bark and stuff like that, but the roots around the base of the plant seem to grow very, very well when I do that. I've only just started doing it, but I'll do it with a few more and see if it works on them. So that's about all for now, so thank you very much for watching, and thank you to all my subscribers, and until next time, thank you again for having a good look, and I'll see you later. Bye.